Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Coffee with Carl. I'm your host, Carl Zoellner, one of the attorneys with Anderson Business Advisors. Today's subject I want to talk about is cap rates. A lot of times we will get questions on how to calculate a cap rate. As for real estate, most folks have learned it at some point, may have forgotten, or found their own little quick and easy tool for figuring it out. A lot of times what people do is just cut the or whack it in half and say that's what I'm expecting to make out of it. However, I wanted to go through just a sort of a simple calculation on cap rate, use an example here. This example is not for this house you see pictured in the background. It was just a good image I could find. But want to talk a little bit about it so you can see what to expect from, say, a rental property or look at performance. It's my overwhelming suggestion that you should calculate this on an annual basis, adjust for real world numbers. But a lot of times going in, you may just have to make a couple small assumptions to make sure it's a good deal for what you're spending. The other portion is, like I said, you should do it annually just to make sure you can see which properties you have. If you have a group of real estate or several properties, to see which properties are performing, see if you need to make adjustments. And as Mike, one of the partners of the firm, Michael Bowman, would say, keep your finger on the pulse of your investment portfolio. So let's talk about it. Let's go through a quick example. I don't expect this video to be too long, but ultimately you can run the numbers along with me. So say I'm looking at a property on, I've seen what the, say when I purchase it, if it was already a rental, I could probably see what the rental income was going to be or get that information disclosed during my due diligence period. So let's say I had a property, was making gross income of about $9,000 a year on the property. Then I would factor in what is property management. Property management usually runs, somewhere in the 10% range. So I would take that 9,000, subtract 900 out of it, because that's what I'll be paying in property management. Figure another maybe 450 in additional maintenance cost. So then I would subtract that 450 from the 9,000 as well. Then I'm going to figure about 700, let's say 710 in taxes. So let's subtract another 710. And then insurance, let's figure it's about $650 a year. So I'd subtract another $650. Now, gross income, remember, was $9,000. So net income after I've subtracted those expenses would be $6,290. Let's say this is a property I purchased for $40,000, which is pretty fair depending on where I'm buying. Let's say I purchased it for $40,000. I would do that $6,290 for those of you playing along at home. Then I would divide it by the purchase price, which is $40,000, which would bring me on my calculator to 0.157. which if I'm doing a percentage, which I am for cap rate, I move that decimal point 2 points to the right, which would give me a cap rate of 15.7%, which is a pretty decent return. Like I said, this is sort of a basic formula. As time goes on and you actually own these properties, you may add some other factors or expenses into the mix, but this is a general way to figure out your cap rate. So how do we do this again? Just as a quick wrap up: gross income minus expenses, get a total, divide it by the purchase price, then you get your decimal number, so 0 point whatever percent, or excuse me, 0 point whatever, in this case it was 157. So move the decimal 2 points, moving 2 spaces to the right, and that equals our cap rate of 15.7%. So this is our easy or simple calculation for cap rate. Like I said, there's lots of different formulas out there. You may take into consideration several different factors, but to me, this was a simple one that gets you to a general number on what you can expect out of the property. So as always, take advantage of all of our free content. I'd love to see all of you in person at any of our classes. We hold them all over the country. Visit us at andersonadvisors.com if you'd like to have a phone consultation. For those of you who are Platinum clients, always happy to speak with you as well. So until next time, this is Coffee with Carl. It's been fun.